Welcome to Biology Made Easy. Today we are looking at mitosis and meiosis series 3. And in this, we are considering the cell cycle. The cell cycle is the sequence of regular events between one cell division and the next. So if I have a cell like this, and this cell divides, and when it divides, it goes to divide again. This period between this cell division and this cell division is one cell cycle. This division and another division is another cell cycle. And the events that take place is what we are considering. Well, the cell cycle, the events involves interphase. And interphase is the time when the cell is not dividing. It's been given periods. G1, G2, they are gaps. G means the gap. So G1 and G2, the cell is not dividing. S phase is also at a time when the cell is not dividing, but at the S phase, DNA replicates. Then we get to a period when the cell divides, and in that period we have an M phase, which is mitosis, and then another phase, cell division. Let us use this diagram to discuss the events. The blue area here is interphase. Interphase is a period of cell growth. Now, let's imagine that these are two cells. These two cells produced from cell division. These two cells get into interphase, G1. G1, these two cells are growing. They produce a lot of enzymes are produced, proteins are produced, and some of the cells differentiate, like muscle, nerve, etc. But other cells are committed to divide. They enter into a phase called S phase, which is the phase where DNA replicates. Then, after that, it goes into G2 phase, where the cell is now preparing to divide, still in interphase. So it's building up to divide. Then it gets into a time of division, but the division, the nucleus divides first, and that is mitosis. And then after the nucleus divides, the cytoplasm will also divide, and the whole cell will then divide, and you have two identical cells, mitosis. So this is the cell cycle. Please let us note that the chromosome numbers at interphase, G1 is 2n diploid, G2 is 4n tetraploid. So the cell enters into the mitosis phase with 4n. We will explain this in our next lesson on cell cycle. Other facts we want to take note: when the S phase begins, the rate at which the event goes on is the same in all cells. Then the length of the cell cycle differs in different types of cells. So, like the epithelial cells that line the intestine, the speed at which the cycle will go is different from the speed at which red blood cells will be formed. So, the epithelial cells, the cells are replaced every 10 hours. Then the rate is even more faster in red blood cells. Every second, 2 to 3 million red blood cells are being formed. But you have neurons in the brain, the cells are formed and they all end up in G1. No cells in the neurons formed get past G1. They stay in interphase. The rate at which the cell cycle goes in one type of cells is the same in that one type of cell. The rate doesn't change. Then some things go wrong and some of the cells become cancerous. So all the cells do is come, divide, keep on coming and dividing non-stop, and tumors are formed. Well, this is what we end on for today. If the lessons have been useful, please give us a thumb and please subscribe. Thank you very much. Goodbye.